Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Tuesday, February 10th, 2015. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Andrew Todd. In tonight's news, a Nashville legislator says the recent vote to expand Medicaid in the state was rigged. The Tennessee Walking Horse Museum is celebrating Black History Month. The Tennessee Department of Transportation has selected 5 winning messages for the first ever dynamic message sign contest. A Tullahoma group is organizing a new cancer support network, and the latest community playhouse presentation starts this weekend. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Push it, pull it, or drag it in for our annual Cash for Trash event. It's going to be bigger and better than ever at all the State McNabb dealerships.
That means the whole month of February, we are giving you $2,000 minimum towards the purchase of any pre-owned vehicle.
And we've received a huge shipment of new cars.
We're stacking them deep and selling them cheap.
So push, pull, or drag your vehicle in today for your $2,000. It's the biggest event of the year at State McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
And Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac.
And State McNabb Ford.
Cash for Trash Month is back.
Yes.
You made the time and the sacrifice to broaden their horizons, to see their smiles, but mostly to make lifelong memories. We think it's time to do it again, just the two of you. Don't let illness or injury slow you down. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live well.
Dads and father figures. Before she's all grown up, dance with her at the Starry Night Father-Daughter Dance, Saturday, February 28th at 6:30. The fun is just $35 for a night of memories with your special daughter or daughters. Your evening will be hosted by DJ Cat and feature dance lessons, delicious desserts, photo, a special gift, and more. You'll leave proud knowing your support benefits Partners for Healing. Special thanks to these sponsors: Christopher Rental Equipment, Scavengers, The Hunt Stops Here, Walgreens, Chick-fil-A, City of Tullahoma, and McMurray's. Reserve your tickets now. Starry Night Father-Daughter Dance, Saturday, February 28th.
Welcome back. Tennessee State Representative John Ray Clemens, an Asheville Democrat, says the outcome of the recent special session to consider the governor's plan to expand Medicaid in the state was rigged from the start, and the radical right in the legislature knew how the process would end before it even started. Clemens claims that while publicly Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey spoke optimistically and even favorably about the governor's proposal, but behind closed doors, Ramsey conspired with his fellow radical legislators and used Chicago-style politics to kill Insure Tennessee long before other legislators arrived for last week's special session. Clemens characterized the special session as nothing short of a taxpayer-funded charade. Representative Clemens alleges Lieutenant Governor Ramsey created an ad hoc health and welfare committee specifically for the special session that bears little resemblance to the actual health and welfare committee that will meet this week and for the remainder of the legislative session. He says Ramsey purposely stacked this extraordinary Senate Health and Welfare Committee with 6 state senators who openly opposed Insure Tennessee but do not actually serve on the standing committee. To make room for those no votes, Lieutenant Governor Ramsey removed 3 healthcare professionals as well as the bill's Senate sponsor from the standing committee. Ultimately, all 6 of the temporary committee members voted no and killed the governor's proposal, effectively ending the special session. Clemens is calling on House leadership to allow Insure Tennessee to move forward during the regular legislative session where the governor's proposal can get a fair hearing before the real Health and Welfare Committee.
The Tennessee Walking Horse National Museum is celebrating Black History Month throughout the month of February and would like to invite everyone to come see the exhibits during their Black History Tribute on Saturday, February 21st between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. There will be memorabilia and photographs of years past that hold significance within both the Tennessee walking horse industry as well as the African American community, culminating with the largest display of Vanoy Streeter art ever on display. This display will contain over 30 pieces belonging to Allison Smart, a Tennessee walking horse trainer and bell buckle. Ms. Smart will be at the museum to answer questions about the collection. Elizabeth Streeter, sister to the late Vanoy Streeter, will be present from 10 a.m. until noon. If you have memorabilia that you would like to share with the museum regarding African Americans and Tennessee walking horses, you are invited to do so. The Tennessee Walking Horse National Museum is located on the square in Wartrace, and the hours of operation are Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. or by appointment. For more information, you can call 931-205-1683.
Governor Bill Haslam says Tennessee needs to do something about its tax on gasoline, but that he won't be in a position to make a proposal until next year. Haslam told publishers and editors at a Tennessee Press Association luncheon last week that the best that could be hoped for in this legislative session would be a Band-Aid on the funding side that would address fundamental shortages in the way the state pays for road building and maintenance. Tennessee's 21.4 cents per gallon gas tax hasn't been raised in 25 years, and a recent report from the state's comptroller's office found the state's fuel taxes are insufficient to maintain existing infrastructure and meet long-term transportation needs. Governor Haslam says he wants to draw up a 10-year comprehensive plan.
The Tennessee Department of Transportation has selected 5 winning messages for the first ever dynamic message sign contest. Nearly 3,400 message entries were submitted last month. Over the last 2 weeks, more than 9,000 votes were cast for the 15 messages selected as finalists. The messages covered issues such as distracted driving, seatbelt usage, impaired driving, speeding, and aggressive driving. The top 5 messages are texting and driving, oh sell no, exit to text it, it's Tennessee, slow down and enjoy the view, hey you, yeah you, hang up and drive, and tailgating is for the game, not the road. The winning messages will be placed in rotation to run on the overhead dynamic message signs statewide throughout the year. A total of 163 dynamic message signs are located in the state's 4 urban areas and in some rural areas across the state. The main purpose of the signs is to alert motorists of incidents, lane blockages, hazardous road conditions, or amber alerts.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Are you tired of getting those letters in the mail being turned down for that new car due to bankruptcy, medical expenses, or divorce? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Here at Russell Barnett Kia, we are your bank. Dial 931-455-6066 or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. And remember, we are the bank and we can help you. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Why buy anywhere else?
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Excuse me. Thousands of cancer patients can't afford a place to stay when the best treatment is far from home. A room shouldn't be the difference between life and death. Let's make sure that everyone who needs a room gets one. Let's make some noise. Let's help the American Cancer Society finish the fight.
Text ROOM to 41518 to donate $10.
And welcome back. A Tullahoma group is hoping to establish a Gildas Club in the area. John Gray spoke with Julia Logan Mays about an event the group is planning.
I know you're here on a mission because you always are, and you're so dedicated. And have been through so much yourself, and I'm so proud of you. Folks, I tell you what, I tell her all the time, this is one of those people that garner all my respect for what she's done with her life and how she's treated her life and the things she's gone through and the way you've helped other people. And that's what you're trying to do right now.
Yeah, thank you.
What are we doing?
Well, stirring around in my heart for so many years has been this emotional support that we received when my husband was sick. He was diagnosed with a brain tumor in 1999, and we were living in California then, and before we even left the hospital, they told us about an emotional support group called the Wellness Community. And it's for people living with cancer, for emotional support. My husband would go to a group, and then I would go to a separate group for caregivers. And so we did that for a while we were out there, and then we moved home in 2000 to Tullahoma to be near our family and our friends. And so when I was coming back here, I said, oh, well, where's the closest the Wellness Community? And they said, oh, let me check. They checked. It was in Knoxville. And I was like, oh, well, that's not real
That's a
convenient.
trip.
That's about 3 hours. So the first day that we went to my husband's, Stephen Logan's, treatment, the chemo treatment, we were sitting there at Vanderbilt, and over on the little counter was one of these little brochures. And it was like, oh my gosh, that's why there's not a wellness community, because there's a Gilda's Club in Nashville. And so Gilda's Club is named after Gilda Radner. This was her book that kind of talks about the whole thing. She ended up going to the wellness community in California, and there was nothing like that in New York where they lived, Connecticut area where they were, she and Gene Wilder. And so anyway, after her death, he went to New York, opened the first Gilda's Club. So based very much on the same thing the wellness community does, nonprofit. And so I always have thought that it would be so good for us to have something like that here. You know, I just knew back then that there are so many people that don't have access to that. They can't drive to Nashville to do that. And I've always seen the need for our community and seen Tullahoma as a hub for this kind of thing. You know, that we could maybe have a clubhouse here one day. And so that is my dream. I've got together with a few people. We're working on that. And so we haven't filed yet for the 501c3, but we're not just talking about Coffee County, we're talking about 7 other surrounding counties that would maybe drive here and participate.
Well, it's a 20 or 30 minute drive instead of a 2-hour drive.
Exactly. And in Nashville, they have, this is a calendar, for instance, for December, all kinds of groups for children, for the adults. They even have like cooking classes, Tai Chi, you know, all kinds of things like that. And so in 2009, Gilda's Club and Wellness Community merged.
Okay.
So they're under the group called Cancer Support Community, based out of DC, nonprofit. And you can go on that website. Well, I saw on the website one day about this No Evidence of Disease. It's a documentary about cancer surgeons.
Okay.
And about how these cancer surgeons got together. They operate from the belt down, so ovarian, cervical cancers, that kind of thing. They didn't feel like that they had gotten much attention with that. So they made this, really they just came together as a group, and formed a band. And as actually kind of as a novelty for their peers. Well, it got to be so much of a success that they made this documentary, and so they just realized the relationship that they had with their patients and music was powerful. So I thought it'd be fun to bring this film here. It's going to be on the 24th of February, Tuesday night. If we sell, we have about 71 more tickets to sell by the 16th.
And what's the ticket price?
$12.
$12, and where do they buy them?
Well, we have information here, and I've got these flyers that I can pass out. It's www.tugg.com. We're gonna have to post this on your website, can we?
Yeah, sure.
Or put it on there.
Sure.
It's a lot to remember. Or you can contact me, Julia Logan Mays, and my cell phone is 931-273-7360.
Now, and where will this show?
Regal Cinemas.
Regal Cinema.
They're premiering all around the country.
So we're trying to get 71 more tickets at $12 a piece to where this can be shown right here in Tullahoma at the Regal Cinema, and they can call you, and they can call here. If you want to, you know, you can call our answering service. You can call me, John Gray, at 581-5238 and say you want a ticket. Give us your name and let us know. We need to get this done. We need to make sure that film is shown here in this town and help this gallant, wonderful lady and help her and support her in bringing a Gilda's House to Tullahoma.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special? or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
How long has it been since you raced a cheetah? Are your tornado creating skills getting rusty? Tired of being the only one in your neighborhood who hasn't built a dinosaur? Sounds like it's time to visit the Hands-On Science Center. The Hands-On Science Center is an indoor science playground. In this museum, please touch is the rule. Join us for weekly science demonstrations on space, lasers, lizards, rocks, and a whole lot more. No two visits are ever the same, so visit often to see our ever-changing exhibits and demonstrations. The Hands-On Science Center, 101 Mitchell Boulevard in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Community Playhouse is rehearsing for a new play which opens this Friday. Peggy Burton spoke with Rosie Graham about the play.
I've got Rosie Graham with me today, and we are here to talk Playhouse.
Absolutely. What else do I talk? No.
I love the idea of this play, Dearly Departed.
Well, I wanted to come and at least let people know that the second play of the season for the Community Playhouse is Dearly Departed, and it is really, really a funny show. It is not something that you necessarily have heard of, but it is so backwoods, and it's so southern, and it's so about it's just a fun show. You will laugh your head off.
I saw it a long time ago, and I'm anxious to see it again.
Yeah. Well, I love the premise of it is the patriarch of the family falls dead, and they have to all come back together to bury him. Now that sounds morbid. It's hysterical because it's a just really dysfunctional family.
Well, like many of us are.
Yes. I mean, the wife wants to put mean and surly on his tombstone, you know, so you're going, okay, there's the start, you know.
Who's directing this?
Morgan Underwood is directing.
He does a good job.
He does.
Yeah.
He's a young fella from Normandy, Tennessee. He's done a lot with the Playhouse, and he's done a lot over in Manchester and in Shelbyville.
Right.
So,
he's well renowned for his work.
He is.
I know that it'll be fun.
Oh, it will be.
I guess it's a fairly big. Well, it's kind
a
of
medium-sized cast.
Yeah.
Probably about 15 people, which is big for a small, for a non-musical.
Just a straight play, yeah.
But and he's got people from Shelbyville, from Manchester, from Tullahoma, from Normandy.
And when does this open?
It opens
next weekend.
Next weekend, Friday the 13th. Hey,
oh, wow.
A great night to go. A fun. I mean, you know, so Friday the 13th.
And it goes 2 weekends.
2 weekends, and it will run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday afternoons. And
is
the
that
evening
still at 2 o'clock? The matinee?
Yes, the matinees are at 2. The evening performances are all at 7:30.
Okay.
It's at South Jackson. They're going to put it at South Jackson Civic Auditorium. That's the venue for it. So, you know.
Do we need to give the ticket prices?
I will give the prices, and I'll let you know how to get them.
Okay.
You can go.
Sounds good.
The ticket prices are for a straight show like this, $15 for regular adults, 13 seniors and students.
Does that mean I'm not a regular adult?
You're not a regular adult. Neither am I. We get in for the senior citizen price of $13.
Isn't that good?
And children $10. So it's worth it'll be. I want to tell you that you can go online to our website www.communityplayhouse.org. And you can go on and buy your tickets there.
And you can pick out your seats.
Yes, you can go pick seats out and pay for the tickets and print them on your, print them off your printer.
So you don't have to get in line.
Do not have to get in line.
That's a wonderful way to do it.
So, but if you don't want to do that, if you're uncomfortable with that, you do have to put a credit card on to do that. So if you're uncomfortable with doing that, even though it's very secure, then you can call our number. It's 455-0620. And that you'll get a reservation. You'll get a message actually. You'll leave your message, and our ticket person will call you back, and we'll make sure you get tickets the best you can get.
Well, I think it's going to be a fun. Do you know any of the people in it?
I do.
It's all right if you can't remember everybody.
No, I can't remember everybody, but
cast.
it is. Amy Swanson is playing kind of the lead female, and
that's all right.
Anyway, Amy's from here, and Black's from Tullahoma, and she is in it. She's done this show before. Morgan's in it, and he and his wife are both in it. So it is really.
It's a good cast.
It's a good cast.
A strong cast.
Mm-hmm. It's a strong
cast. So get your ticket.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Let the Smokehouse be your mountain getaway destination in beautiful Mont Eagle, Tennessee. Enjoy our cabins, restaurant, and old general store. Shop thesmokehouse.com, featuring homemade barbecue sauces, jellies, and many other fine Tennessee products. Our live Music on the Mountain series features some of the best local and Nashville talent every Friday and Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. No cover, kids welcome.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Welcome back. South Jackson Civic Center is starting a new youth choir called Shining Stars. John stopped by the center and spoke with some of the group's members.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray, South Jackson Civic Center, and one of the favorite things I do here is publicize great events and opportunities for the community and the surrounding area. And today I have Michael McGee with me, an old friend with a new project. Michael, can you tell us about what's coming up?
Sure, it's called South Jackson's Shining Stars, which is a children's chorus that's open from 2nd graders to 5th grade. We'll be meeting on Sunday afternoons. It's open to anybody, just to have the love of singing.
We are so thrilled to do this. Now, do children have to audition to be in the choir?
No, they don't have to audition. They just have to sign up.
Just sign up and show up?
Sign up and show up.
There's no charge for this opportunity, is there?
Right.
So we want all children who are in the 2nd to 5th grade age range to come to South Jackson Civic Center on Sunday, February 15th, right?
Right. That'll be our first rehearsal.
Yes.
Come ready to sing.
Yes. Again, you don't have to audition. We are sitting in our annex rehearsal hall, which is on the south side of the building. And we will have signs out so people can find us. But we are really excited. Michael himself is a fabulous singer and performer.
Right.
And he grew up singing with family and in the church choir. Is that right?
Well, not in the choir, but my brother and sister and I were the McGee Trio when I was growing up. Till back when I was the baby of the family.
So it was just a natural thing for you to do, to sing?
Yes.
Because that's what you knew, always, right?
Always.
And so you grew up, you were in school in Tullahoma?
Yes, went to South Jackson.
Yes, me too. Isn't it a great place to be?
It is.
Be from and to be in now. So tell us about what kind of music you're going to be doing.
I've got everything from the Beach Boys to some Ariana Grande. We probably won't do Let It Go. We probably won't do that song, but every other song is fair game.
Okay. And maybe a little Broadway thrown in?
A little bit.
A little bit of Broadway? And we are hoping then to have a concert this spring, aren't we?
Yes, sometimes in May.
So we just ask that everyone consider bringing their children here, and we're going to have a great time. There will be a lot of South Jackson support for this choir, and who knows, it might be Broadway next. So Michael, we're just so grateful to you. Michael is currently an education assistant at Bel Air School for special ed students.
Go Bees.
Go Bees. And right, and so we hope a lot of bees will buzz over here.
I do too, yes.
Yes, and children from all our schools, homeschool children from Manchester, Shelbyville, Winchester, just whoever can come over. We'd love to have them. And again, it's for all children. And I know it's going to be a blast.
2nd through 5th grade.
February 15th, 2 o'clock.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., and Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include Belle Royton from Partners for Healing, who will tell us about the father-daughter dance they are having February 28th. Jan Rogers from Motlow will stop by to invite everyone out to their gala, and John Gray has some suggestions for your Valentine's gifts. All that and more on this week's Living.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with your weather forecast right after these messages.
We're having a huge inventory reduction sale going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia with the largest selection in history with over 100 to choose from, any make, any model. Check out this 2014 Kia Forte, 14803, or this 2014 Kia Optima, 19587. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. Any make, any model, over 100 to choose from. Why buy anywhere else?
When your family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Get caught buzzed driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1932 at 73 degrees. The record low was in 1979 at 1 degree. Average high on this day is 51 and the average low is 30. Tonight, look for mostly clear weather in your forecast with a low of around 25. Partly sunny weather expected on Wednesday with a high of 56 and a low of 25. And on Thursday, mostly sunny weather in your forecast with a high of 31 and a low of 14. And that's your Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great evening.